Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Zero loyalty, NFL fans shocked by Cowboys stars Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs disrespecting Dak Prescott. NFL fans could not believe what two Dallas stars said about their own quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys are in big trouble this season and they have not been playing well at all to start the year. The team started 3-4 and they have a very tough matchup this week against the Atlanta Falcons. If they lose this one, it would be incredibly difficult to get to the postseason. Micah got his fellow elite defender Diggs on his podcast and they were discussing who the best quarterbacks are in the NFL, and while they named plenty of players they forgot to mention their own quarterback and leader Dak Prescott. According to Micah Parsons' podcast, The Edge with Micah Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys linebacker and defensive back Trayvon Diggs neglected to mention their own quarterback in their top 10 quarterback rankings. Jayden Daniels, a rookie quarterback for the Washington Commanders, was discussed by the Dallas Cowboys stars. They also mentioned Jayden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Matthew Stafford, and Sam Darnold. It is quite crazy that they mentioned two quarterbacks in their own division over Dak, and it is even more of an issue if this is how the majority of the team feels about their quarterback. Fans could not get over these players having no loyalty, while other fans thought they were just being honest. Here are some of the best NFL reactions to the viral video. This just adds flames to the fire of the team's brutal season, and now you have multiple stars highlighting that they do not believe their own quarterback who is getting paid tons of money is a top 10 guy in the league. Micah is sitting back on the sidelines and just talking football, and in this case, it must not be great for the locker room. Dak Prescott turns heads with must-win prediction for Cowboys at Falcons. Despite their comeback attempt falling short against the San Francisco 49ers a week ago, the Dallas Cowboys are turning the page to another opportunity to right their ship. 3 weeks ago, the outlook was much different. Dak Prescott had just showcased his late-game heroics in the final seconds of a Cowboys win over the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Dallas sat at 3-2 with upcoming opportunities against two NFC contenders that sandwiched their bye week. But since then, they took a spanking at home against the Detroit Lions, watched Jerry Jones stir controversy during the bye week and have now taken another loss to their bully. Now staring at a 3-4 record, handling several key injuries and having not played very complimentary football to this point, it seems the Cowboys could be on the verge of disaster. But the team has not counted themselves out yet, and that mindset starts with the quarterback. Prescott has encountered his own struggles in a stretch of 3 messy games, though he has kept faith on the track his team is on. When asked about the nature of Sunday's game at the Atlanta Falcons, he agreed with the sentiment of this contest being a must-win game for this group. Yeah. Hell to me every game is, but obviously 3-4, as I've said, lot of season left, but the first start to be able to say that confidently is getting back even, especially having a couple of home ones after that, he said. When looking at the NFC East outlook, seeing the Washington Commanders and Philadelphia Eagles soar to 5-2 and 6-2 respective starts can be discouraging. Perhaps it will prove a hurdle insurmountable for this team. But the key is getting the first one. Amid the absence of key pieces like Micah Parsons or the Cowboys' inability to get a home win, those shortcomings must be put in the rearview now. Against an Atlanta team riding off momentum after securing command of the NFC South last week, this is not only a chance for the Cowboys to get right with a road win, but send a message with a victory against a contender. They have faltered against such competition so far this season. However, the urgency has not been at the level it boils at this time. If the Cowboys fall for the 3rd straight time, climbing out of this hole becomes even more difficult. But if they have an extra spark from the moment and the leadership including Prescott, they have a chance for a surprise Sunday afternoon. When the 1990s Dallas Cowboys needed to convert 3rd and short or protect a late lead, they handed the ball to Emmitt Smith. Opposing defenses knew Emmett was getting the ball, and the Cowboys gave it to him anyway. Result: 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. The 2024 Cowboys, on the other hand, are not only the worst rushing team in the NFL this season but also one of the least productive in league history. Opposing defenses can overpower their offensive line, no longer fear the legs of quarterback Dak Prescott, and face a shotgun formation against Dallas more than any other offense. Result: a 3-4 record. When a team loses 2 veteran starting offensive linemen and its leading running back, a drop-off should realistically be expected. But the Cowboys' running game has flatlined to historically horrible levels. They run plays from the spread formation 41% of the time, highest in the NFL. Lining Prescott under center and running a traditional handoff just isn't a part of the Cowboys' bread-and-butter offense. When critics call the Cowboys soft, it isn't a jab at players' individual toughness, but more so the team's play-calling mentality. Prescott, 31, is no longer an alternative solution. After serious injuries to his ankle, lower leg, calf, etc., he's not the running threat he once was. Through 7 games, he has only 10 rushing attempts, by far the lowest of his career. Last season at this time, he had 23, and in 2018 he had 40. Dallas plays at Atlanta on Sunday in what Dak himself has boldly announced is a must-win game. Yeah, he said on the subject. To me every game is must-win. There's a lot of season left, but the first start to be able to say that confidently is getting back even, record-wise. Yeah. A must-win would be more easily accomplished if in must-run situations, Prescott could still do that. Which brings us to the twisted declaration from the team owner on the subject. Somehow, Jones sees the disappearance of a viable weapon as a positive. Cowboys icon Deion Sanders a home run hire, says analyst. In a review that is certain to have some Dallas Cowboys fans pining for a primetime reunion, Deion Sanders has indisputably engineered a turnaround of sorts at Colorado. At the end of the 2022 season, Colorado was 1-11. But now? 2 years and many controversies later, Colorado recently became bowl eligible, could have 2 of the top 5 picks in the coming NFL draft, and is now the home of Coach Prime, earning big-time praise. Deion Sanders has been an unequivocal success. And I mean home run success, said Fox Sports analyst Joel Klatt. There is no other way to categorize it. Klatt, who happens to have played at CU, cannot argue against charges that the approach taken by Sanders is unconventional. And maybe even divisive. But the legendary Cowboys star and Pro Football Hall of Famer has always done it his way. And here, even with a relative lack of experience as a coach, he's got himself a 6-2 team that has a mathematical chance of playing for a Big 12 title. Said Klatt, and it's 2 years removed from losing 11 games by 29 points per. Are you kidding me? Where are all of you now that think Deion is a joke? Where are all of you now that think Deion is only in it for himself? This guy can coach, man, and I'm glad he's doing it at Colorado. Meanwhile, the Cowboys employ a lame duck coach in Mike McCarthy, with all signs pointing to a change in leadership in 2025. Deion himself has personally expressed to CowboysCountry.com that he has no desire to coach in the NFL, so maybe that's that. But we bet that won't stop PR-minded Cowboys owner Jerry Jones from letting fans who desire such a thing to dream a Deion dream. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Deion Sanders? Leave your opinion in the comments.